New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. On behalf of the entire prayer team at New Thought Media Network, we thank you for joining us on this broadcast. You can catch New Thought Media Network prayer time at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And now, let's center ourselves in the words of Ernest Holmes. We must put meaning and belief into our prayers. It is the meaning and mindfulness that is the nexus from which our words come to life.
Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Evening Prayers. I'm your host, Reverend Z, and as always, it's my pleasure to be here with you tonight to practice the sacred art of prayer. We here at New Thought Media Network come to you each day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. to engage in this spiritual activity to raise the frequency and our level of vibration to that of the divine. And as always, we're glad that you're here. We appreciate all that you do for us, and we are excited to be here tonight. So first and foremost, as always, we want to say hello to everyone that's in and coming in. We want to say good evening to Suzanne. How are you? And we know some of the other regulars are coming in, and we hope we get some new faces into place, if you will. And as always, I'm starting now to start each session with a quote or a saying or something like that to kick off the prayer session. And I found a very good one tonight. I try to find something that I can use as my meditation mantra or my dream cap, if you will, before I go to bed at night. And tonight I found one by St. Francis of Assisi. And it goes like this. It says, start by doing what's necessary, then what's possible, and suddenly you'll be doing the impossible. I'll say that again. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and pretty soon you'll be doing the impossible. Now that is a great mind vision, if you will, to begin to cultivate in our minds and hearts that we are able to basically, in the process of what we're doing, create an expanded vision so we can move from the possible to the impossible. Another way, there's another little saying that goes, we've been doing so much for so long with so little that we are now qualified to do anything with nothing. We're now qualified to do anything with nothing. See, and again, that speaks to the possibilities that lay dormant often in our imagination. And so when we engage in affirmative prayer, that's exactly the process that we want to invoke. We want to be able to create something out of what appears to be nothing, because we know that the energies and the powers that be are right there waiting for us to activate them. And so tonight on October 16th, nightly prayers, evening prayers, that is the mantra that we want to begin to use, I would suggest, and that is to create a environment for ourselves to think of the impossible. Or a better way to say that, what appears to be impossible. Because if we look at all of the inventions and patents and all these things that have now become a part of our lives that we look at and depend on, at some point someone said they were impossible. They were impossible. And they are now an everyday factor in our lives. And so when we go into prayer and we begin to cultivate that kind of environment that allows us to be able to pull down ideas and energy and cultivate the environment for things to happen, then we become true co-creators with the divine. We truly become extensions of God so that we can begin to envision and create a world that works for everyone. A world that works for everyone. And sometimes that appears to be a lot harder than even we may think, in terms of how do we create that vision? How do we begin to retrain ourselves into this idea of doing impossible things? Well, all we need to do is look around, right? We have tons of example in nature. We have tons of examples in individuals who have been able to do just that in their lives. And I would suggest one of the ways, we talked about this on our show this morning, about we are now in a time of taking care of ourselves, self-care. And by doing that, we're able to read more than we watch TV, or be in silence more than we need to be in conversation, because that creates that environment. And so it is in that space that we want to go into prayer, that cultivating cauldron called life. And so right here, right now, I just ask each and every one of us to take a breath and to allow the busyness and the stress and the strain of anything has happened today before this moment to just let it melt away. And to allow that still small voice within, the voice of God, to awaken within us and to arise and say, Almighty One, you are capable of great things. And as we allow that echo to reverberate in our minds and to be in alignment with the idea that we are great ones here, sent by the divine to do a great work, we activate unseen talents in ourselves and unseen laws and energies in the universe that will come and support us, because it's all one thing. And so it is in that understanding of oneness, that all things work together for good, that I know that each and every one of us on this call tonight are sending forth a prayer of the impossible, sending forth a vibration that will awaken the things that are needed to make it whole and allow it to be manifest in our lives. And what are we looking to manifest? An idea of oneness, a community where each and every one involved in it is important, has value. And in that way, we begin to create the impossible, because we have all the things that we need at our disposal to pull in to make it happen. And so I know right here, right now, that as each and every one here and those that may join us later, as we relax into the idea and let go of the fear of this whole idea of doing something that's impossible. Because in the back of my mind, I hear that voice keep saying, "Oh, ye of little faith." Strengthen that faith. You can move mountains if you have the faith of a mustard seed. And I know that each of us have that. So we are We're planting that mustard seed, and we're cultivating and watering, and we are now qualified to do all that we need to create the vision that's in our mind of one world that works together. And so it is in that togetherness that I give thanks, knowing that we are in balance, harmony, and moving in one direction. And so I release this knowing that it is done, it is heard, it is already a manifested thing is in our life. And so we just say with great gratitude, great love, and great anticipation, and so it is, amen. And so it is, amen. Amen, amen, amen. And so that's a big charge, I know, to go figure out how we do something that we've heretofore considered impossible. But we know through prayer and through the alignment with the divine that it's possible. It is actually achievable once we do the alignment and pray. As they say, pray as if everything depended on God and work as if everything depended on you. It all falls into place. So once again, I am always glad to be here. I want to thank you. And if anyone has any prayers that they would like us to pray on, a situation, anything in that manner, please send us your prayer requests at prayer@ntmedia.org. And someone on the team will be more than happy and graciously taking up that prayer and moving it forward. And as always, your tithes, gifts, talents, and everything are always appreciated. So please send those to www.paypal.me/New Thought Radio, and they will be put to great use. And we look forward to your continued support. And so as we step off, we got a couple of good programs coming up on and I can't find my advertisement on the 20th of November. I'm pretty sure that's the date. There's going to be a musical extravaganza, I'll call it, where we have different musicians and we'll be praying and having great conversation and interacting. So please stay tuned and I'll get that out next time. But just put a pin in that and know that we are continually looking for ways to support our audience, if you will, our constituents, our community, with spiritual ideas and programs and music and talk and all manner of things to uplift our vibration. And so as we prepare to go into a slumber for the evening and wake up recharged tomorrow, we want to say thank you once again to Suzanne, and thank you once again to Ursula for joining us tonight. And we look forward to continually raising the vibration of prayer. And so if you've gotten anything out of this program that you think a friend might like, well, then tell a friend to tell another friend to come in and join us. We're a bunch of prayer warriors raising the vibration of the divine. And so we know that we are here by divine purpose, and we just release, let go, and let God. I leave you with love, light, and insight. And so it is. Amen.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, peace and blessings.